Hello everyone, welcome back to again grade 12 physical education class. So dear students, our again third chapter revision started. Especially our topic is today asthma and hypertension. So last day also describe all topics, especially diabetes, asthma, hypertension, yeah, other obesity, this diseases also. But few students especially tell me, sir, doubt for especially asthma and hypertension. So today again revision started asthma and hypertension. Especially dear, our main topic is asthma. So first is, what is asthma? So asthma is a common lung condition that causes uh, occasional breathing deficient. So asthma is caused by swelling, inflammation of the breathing tubes that carry air in and out of the lungs. This makes the tubes high sensitive, so they temporarily narrow. It may occur randomly or after exposures to a tiger. Common asthma triggers includes main is first allergical. So to house dust, metal, yeah, animal for our pollen, yeah, for example, yeah, one more is smoke, pollution and cold air. Next is exercises. Next is infection like cold or flu. The symptoms can sometimes get temporary. Was this is now as an asthma attack. The main symptoms of asthma are: first is breathlessness, second is a tight chest which may feel like a band in tighten around it, and next is coughing, they are wheezing, a whisting sound when breathing. Okay, whisting sound when breathing. This is main asthma. So next is, after this, next is causes. Causes of asthma is main, especially asthma is a causing due to combination or environmental and genetic factors. So main is, first is main causes is airborne substance such as pollen, dust, metal, mold, spores, pet dander, or participation of cocoa waste. Okay, partition of especially. Next is respiratory infections such as the common cold. Next is physical activity, exercises, induced asthma. Next is cold air. Next is air pollution and such as smoke. Next is certain medicine including beta block, aspes, avoid material IV, others, and a level. Okay, next is strong emotional and stress, and the last is sulfates and preservatives added to some type of foods and beverages including dry fruits, extras. Okay, so this is the causes of asthma. After this, next is risk factors of asthma. So risk factors of asthma is the main, especially being overweight, yeah, being a smoker, yeah, exposed to second hand smoke, yeah, having another allergic condition such as atopic or allergic rhinitis. Yeah, next is exposed to enhance famous or other types of pollutions. Next is exposed of occupational triggers such as chemical uses in farming, yeah, hairdressers and manufacturings. This is the main risk factors of asthma. After this, next is preventions of asthma. So preventions of asthma is, this is the different points by using air conditioner. So why using air conditioners? The window of the air conditioner's house are manually closed and reduce the entry of airborne pollutants that can causes asthma. Okay, so next is keep your surrounding clean. Okay, so minimize dust in the house and at a working places. For example, removing carpeting and installing hardwood can reduce the dust, so used to mask while cleaning can also prevent asthma. This is especially keep your surrounding clean. So after this, next is know your asthma triggers, yeah, and minimize contact with them. Yeah, avoiding your triggers is the best way to reduce your need for medicines and to prevent asthma episodes. Yeah, observe and note down the factors while triggers asthma and try to avoid them. So last point is main. Take your asthma medicines as prescribed. So take your asthma is main. Take your asthma medicines regularly as prescribed by the physicians. Okay, this will also help in preventing requiring asthma attacks. This is main preventions of asthma. One more prevention of asthma is main, especially asanas related, especially doing yoga, sukhasana, chakrasana, gomukhasana, pavanmukta asana, bhujangasana, paschimottanasana, matyasana. This is all for preventions of asthma. This is yoga related. Okay. So after this, next is hypertension. So I hope you understand this asthma topic. After this, second topic is our hypertension. So hypertension is the, especially firstly, what is hypertension? Especially blood pressure is the force of our blood pushing against the walls of our arteries. So each time our heart beats, it pumps blood into the arteries. Okay, so main is, this is called diastolic, yeah, this is called systolic pressure when our heart is at rest. So between beats our blood pressure falls. This is called diastolic pressure. It means blood pressure is measuring in mm and hg. A reading of 120 to 80 is the normal blood pressure, and 140 to 90 or high is the high blood pressure. When is the blood pressure becomes abnormally high, it is called hypertension. Especially high blood pressure used has no symptoms, but it can causes serious problems such as stroke, heart failure, heart attack, and kidneys fails also. This is the main, especially serious problems. So after this, main is the types of hypertension. So especially types of high blood pressures. Okay, this is the two types of high blood pressures. Especially first is primary hypertension. For most adults, there are no identified causes of high blood pressures. This type of high blood pressure called primary hypertension. So tends to develop gradually over many years. So second is secondary hypertension. So secondary hypertension is the main. Some people have high blood pressure caused by an underlying conditions. This type of high blood pressure called secondary hypertension tends to appear suddenly and causes higher blood pressure than does primary hypertension. Okay, so after this is main, especially risk factors of hypertension. It means main risk factors. For first main risk factor is the age. So age related risk factor is main, especially the risk of high blood pressure increase with age through early middle age or about age 45. High blood pressure is more common in men. So women are more likely to develop high blood pressure after age 65. So after this, next point is family history. So family history is the main. High blood pressure tends to run in families according to family history. After this is, next is being overweight. Overweight means, yeah, obesity. Especially the more you weight, more blood you need to supply oxygen and nutrition to your tissues. as the volume of blood circulated through your blood vessels increased. So does the pressure on your arteries walls. This is being overweight. So next is main risk factor is not being physically activity. Not being physical activity means people who are inactive tend to have higher heart rate. The higher your heart rate, the harder your heart must work with each control contraction and the stronger the force on your arteries. Lack of physical activity also increases the risk of being overweight. Okay, this is main not being physical activity. After this, next is using tobacco. This is also its main risk factor of hypertension. So not only does smoking or chewing tobacco immediately raise your blood pressure temporarily, but the chemical in tobacco can damage the lining of your arteries walls. This can causes your arteries to narrow, increasing your blood pressure. Second-hand smoke also can increase your blood pressure. This is using tobacco risk factors. After this, next is too much salt. It means sodium in your diet. So too much sodium in your diet can causes your body to retain fat, which increase blood pressure. Okay, so after this, next point is too little potassium in your diet. So little potassium is potassium helps balance the amount of sodium in your cells. If you don't get enough potassium in your diet or retain enough potassium, you may accumulate too much sodium in your blood. This is the special risk factor to little potassium in your diet. So last is the main too little vitamin D in your diet. Especially it's uncreate if having too little vitamin D in your diet can lead to high blood pressure. So vitamin D may affect an enzyme produced by your kidneys that affect your blood pressures also. Especially vitamin D, one more benefit is the especially strong over bones. Okay, this is the according to sunlight also. Okay, this is especially vitamin D is the required for sunlight also. So dear students, this is the our two topics, asthma and hypertension. Asthma is the main today describe causes, risk factors and preventions of asthma, especially by using air condition, keep your surrounding clean. Yeah, now your asthma triggers. Yeah, keep your asthma medicines as prescribed. This is the main preventions of asthma. And today describe full is the hypertension. So hypertension related is the main, especially what is hypertension, high blood pressure and low blood pressures. It means high normally is the 120 to 80 degree and high is the 140 to 90 and up is this is the high blood pressure. So after this is type of hypertension. It means high blood pressure is the types, especially primary and primary hypertension and secondary hypertension. So after this is risk factors of hypertension. The risk factors main is first age, family history, yeah, being overweight, not being physically activity, being tobacco, too much salt, too little potassium in your diet, too little vitamin D in your diet and extras also. Okay, this is all for risk factors. So I hope you understand this topic today. Again revision started, continue this chapter. So this is the last topic. I hope you understand this topic. So any student doubt for this topic, this is my contact number. I hope you understand this topic, and after watch video you are call me, especially this number. Okay, so any student doubt for any topic, so send message me anytime. Thank you and have a nice day. Thank you very much.